introduce to you Mike Massey, better known to the city of Boston as Yoga Mike.
Peace, y'all. What up? Everybody can hear me. Thumbs up if y'all can hear me. All right, cool. Yeah, that's me. But forget about me for a while. Right now, me and Q was talking about this before we got on stage or whatever you want to call this event, right? And the main thing was we wanted to make sure that the marquee read yoga in big bold letters. I think nowadays with the advent of $1 billion industry of yoga, a lot of the yoga is getting lost in the sauce, much like hip hop. And that's why I always put the two of them together. Now, I ain't no hip hop yoga teacher, because if you Google that, you ain't gonna see nothing that look like us or me. So don't even waste your time. Like, but the way I equate that is like a shark don't have to tell other fish that it's the shark, and a lion don't have to tell other lion. Like, we are hip hop. Like, listen to how we were warming up. We was vibing off Tribe, and we was just getting it in like we was at a party. So it moves through us, and so too does yoga. And the funny thing about the two cultures, hip hop and yoga, is that they came out of suffering, right? They came out of people who needed a voice. They needed some sort of way to compartmentalize the things they were feeling in a moment where there was no hope. The Bronx was burning when hip hop was born. And I don't know what was going on when yoga was born, but I know when the brothers in India and Egypt and Africa and all over those trade routes back in the day started writing this stuff down, it was that powerful that they said, maybe we should write this down. So I don't know who started it, but I know it's the way I equate it and how I tell young people when they ask me why I do yoga, I say, yo, I think God created these bodies we got, right? Then he blew some life into the bodies and was like, oh, shoot, look what I created. This is dope. But I forgot to give them instruction manuals on how to operate. So let me give them a way to practice. That's timeless. It could work in year one and it could work in year 2021. And that's why I love it. It has lasting power, just like hip hop. Hip hop took a couple of bad hits for some years. You know, we ain't gonna talk about hammer pants and stuff like that, but we get it. It was something that was fresh and the energy was raw and people wanted to connect to it any way they could. And yoga is the same way right now. So we must beware not to fall into the traps of, I'm not flexible enough to do yoga. No one ever said you had to be flexible. It's a byproduct of practicing consistently. Well, I don't know if I want to do all the moves, then just sit there and breathe with us and you're good to go. I really don't know yoga, then have the intention to just want to enjoy your space. That's what yoga provides for you. It's something called samadhi. That's the final level. And to me, samadhi equates to liberation. I like that term. It has lots of definitions, but I like liberation because liberation is something you don't just get. You got to go get it. So tonight, that's the energy I want you to find within yourself. Whatever it is you're looking for, whatever it is that brought you to your mat this evening, I can't help you with that. I can bring you to a place in a space where I can slow things down enough for you that you can see it face to face. You can touch it, taste it, smell it, manifest it if you need to. So it's in that space I need you to let go. It's that space I need you to find your liberation. So we have to build up to that. I can't just give it to you. I have to break down all the stuff that you got stuck to you from your day. Once we peel that off, like I was telling Q, like the last scene in The Wiz when they start tearing off them suits, and it's like, can you see a brand new day? I want you to start to feel that towards the end of the session. Now, I can't guarantee that in the middle, you're not going to be like, I want to throw a shoe at Yoga Mike, right? But that's part of life. That's part of the evolution of what we do. We start off as little babies, gentle, innocent. Everybody's like, look at the cute little baby. Then we start to build up. And as we build up, we find turmoil and struggle. Then we kind of balance it out. And it seems like just when we start balance it out, friends start to pass away. We start to see our health declining. And we start to see ourselves and our career starting to come to an end. And then what? We fear what comes next because we think getting old and aging are the same thing, and they're not. Getting old is someone who just sits there and allows their body and structure to literally just get old. Someone who ages understands that this is the development of what this thing is that we are, this body, this human, this thing that houses our spirit. And if I can combine the two every once in a while and move with it, flow with it, breathe it in and out of my body with it, then I'm good to go.